What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Fleetwood Trades Crypto. Tonight, going live, and we're just going to take a look at some charts. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to take a look at Pika Moon, and then if there's enough people to come in, enough people will start watching, have questions, have any token that they would like to see a chart analysis on. Feel free. I'll get to any type of questions or just any charts that you guys are interested in seeing. Yeah, if you like this kind of content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's all extremely helpful. Follow me on X at Fleetwood Trades. And we're going to hop in. We're going to start out with Bitcoin dominance. We're going to take a look at this on the weekly time frame because Bitcoin dominance right now is going to be the key to whether or not we get an alt season at all. What's going on? I know that's you, Nacho. What's going on, brother? But yeah, so Bitcoin dominance is going to be the key to letting us know when we will actually see an alt season. And right now, Bitcoin dominance is still rising and is still rising pretty strong. I would like to see it fall out of this pattern because these patterns tend to break to the downside. Obviously, these rising patterns that have long-term rising, this has been over a year now, well over a year. It's going to break to the downside eventually. We just don't know when it's going to happen, and we're pushing near a level of resistance. If it gets to 60, if Bitcoin dominance can get to 60, then I believe that will be an absolute peak, and then there will be a sharp fall from there. It will look something similar to this back in December of 2020. So I mean, that time frame kind of matches up as well, right? So if we see December of 24 get a peak up to 60, kind of like it did here in December of 20, and then we'll have the fall off, and then that steep fall here, that's your alt season. That's March, April, May of 21, and then you have it again in the end from October 21 down to January 22. So like those sharp moves are going to be your alt seasons. That's like your alt season super cycles. And right now we're still pushing to the top of Bitcoin dominance. So alts are going to struggle. They're going to stay range bound. There's still going to be a lot of accumulation left for alts before there's a big move on altcoins. And recall that typically the way you see this move is going to be money flows into Bitcoin, then money flows into top 10 alts, Solana, Ethereum, even XRP, Avalanche, those bigger altcoins. Then you get to your mid caps, and then when it goes totally risk on, you start getting into your little micro caps, and that's when you get your really big gainers. But from here, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin itself, and Bitcoin we're going to take a look at on the daily time frame. Even though yesterday's price action sucked, we do have something really interesting that we had a full complete retest of the breakout, and price came back above the breakout level and is starting to push off again back up to 67,287. But this wick down shook out a lot of long positions, and I believe now we're going to start pushing back up to the top side. This breakout, you look for the retest, and that's a textbook retest there. So that's looking really good for Bitcoin. I could see Bitcoin making another leg up, start pushing up. And again, this timing is all kind of timing right because we're coming into the election. Bitcoin dominance is going to peak somewhere in November, December. We'll see around 60% dominance, and then we'll see an altcoin season starting in 2025. Not saying that alts won't rise with Bitcoin while Bitcoin is getting breaking the old all-time high and setting new levels, but altcoin season is really going to happen once Bitcoin stagnates after it makes its new all-time high. And then taking a look at Pika Moon. Pika Moon is really interesting because, I mean, this one day has already hit top and bottom of the range, and it's really getting really tightly bound. And this could make a move without following the rest of the market, so to speak. There's a handful of things that you need for a breakout, for a legitimate breakout, and I want to make sure. Sometimes when I talk about Pika Moon, I get out of my my no emotions, no feelings towards any token. Just, hey, I'm trading. These are my rules. These are my things that I have to look for to trade. And sometimes when I talk about coins that I really enjoy, that I really like, I think are great projects, I can get out of that mindset, and I need to stop that. But what you need is you need significant volume. You need significant sustained volume spikes. Now, if you look at some of these bigger candles, we got some volume, but it wasn't sustained. It wasn't a spike of volume that sustained for a long enough period of time to really push price up out of this range entirely. We only got wicks out of this range. And on every one of these charts, and we're slightly different between Uniswap or MEXC or BitGet, but what you end up getting is the fact that we haven't had a significant volume push to push us out of this accumulation range. Anywhere in this range is still accumulation, still good time to buy, and you see traders doing this. You see traders buying strong whenever we come down to this lower level. It's immediate spikes up off of that lower level. But the same thing holds true when we get to the upper levels, that there's immediate pushes back down off the upper level. So until we have enough volume to push above this level, sustain above this level, and spike volume up to really push a significant level above this, we're still range bound. And until that point, we're going to see these levels. And luckily, the most bullish part about this being range bound right now, the most bullish part is that buyers are coming in sooner and sooner every time they come in. So when we first got into this range, buyers weren't coming in until about 3.2. And then buyers were coming in around 3.5, 3.6. Now buyers are coming in anytime price dips below 4. Buyers are coming in and immediately wicking that price back up. And you can see that on pretty much every chart. It got down to 3.7, but that was a kind of a flash wick. Is this BitGet tends to have bigger wicks in almost every direction, so price swings more violently on BitGet. But still, you still see that price is respecting this lower trend line. So buyers are coming in, traders are coming in, and immediately push back down once it broke above the top line. So the selling pressure is staying stagnant here. The buying pressure is growing at higher levels. The buyers are getting more emboldened. They're buying earlier and earlier on the dips. So it's still a very bullish setup. It's just not out yet. It's just not to the point of breaking out yet. A daily close, and you want to see a strong daily close. You don't want to see like just barely above this line, because this line could be wrong. This line could be here. I mean, I said it there because generally these lines are very subjective, but you want to see a strong push, a close, a substantial close above that line to really consider it a breakout. And then you want to see a push. You want to see a volume push to keep pushing that price higher, to see that breakout really take place and really happen and be a significant true breakout. You need volume, and the volume's not there yet. You can see this whole range is still a small volume range. However, again, you do see volume is picking up, and it's primarily buying volume is what's leading the charge right now. The sell-offs are low volume sell-offs, and there's higher volume buys. So that's actually really good to see. Let me see if that holds. Yeah, see, that still holds true. The buying is the strongest volume on buy. Same here. Same there. So yeah, so overall the volume is looking bullish, so that we have much stronger volume on buying side. So with that said, that's what I'm looking at for right now with Peak of Moon, Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin. If anybody has another token that they'd like to see, or like to see an analysis on anything else, now's the time. Throw it up in the comments, throw it up in chat, and I'll see what I can do. And if anybody's in here that was from the first stream, is the resolution better in the video? I changed my monitor, so there shouldn't be a border around. It is very odd going from an ultra wide back to a standard monitor. I feel like my monitor is curved away from me now because it's no longer a curved monitor. Has anybody else had that ever happen to them? It's a little bit better. Huh. Interesting. Still not clear at the numbers. I have to see what I can do with that. Because I've got right now the stream setting is on like ultra, so I have to see if that changes anything with the bit rate or if it's um, just the aspect ratio or something, or the quality at 1080p. It should be 1080p on the stream. That's what it should be. But I'm using NVIDIA. I might have to go to like Streamlabs OBS or something. Um, but since there's no request so far, and I'm not done yet, I will show you guys some of the other tokens. The tokens that I talk about that I trade that I own. Um, oh, you're getting 720. Huh, interesting. I'll just see if I can adjust that with NVIDIA's broadcast. Um, some more interesting tokens, some more interesting consolidation ranges is Shadow Token. Check them out on their Twitter, Shadow Drive, or at Genesis Go. And it's the Shadow Token. This is a big data token. A lot of use case. It's a DeepN project, and it's another one that's in a consolidation pattern that once this blows, when this first got launched on Coinbase, and this is something else you can kind of look forward to if when Pika gets launched on like a major U.S. exchange. I mean, look at this. I mean, this got launched on Coinbase and jumped up from 32 cents to $3. So that's the kind of pump, that's kind of push up you can expect once there's a listing on something like Coinbase or a major Binance or something along those lines. There will be a major spike in volume and a major spike in price. But yeah, Shadow Token's a token that I like a lot, and it's currently in the consolidation range, just like most other low cap alts. See, for anybody just joining, taking a look, today's real like crux of this stream is going over Bitcoin dominance still rising. I think we're going to get to 60. I think we're going to get to 60% before we have that spike off of the dominance. And on the weekly time frame, we can kind of see this, and it's going to line up on the 4-year cycle, probably almost to the week. We had our peak in 2020 on December 28th. That was the peak of Bitcoin dominance, and then we had alt season dominance just fell off a cliff. And that's what I'm looking at to start 2025. I'm looking for this to get up to about 60 and then fall off a cliff. That would be probably the best case scenario. The faster it happens, the better. Honestly, I wouldn't care if Bitcoin goes on a tear and alts stay kind of steady or don't really move as much. But I want to see that dominance peak and then start to fall. Bitcoin itself on a daily time frame, actually, while the price action sucked yesterday, it actually did something very nice in that it held the breakout line. It wicked down below it, but then it held it on the close, and now it's starting to push back up off of it. So holding that breakout, holding the breakout pattern from the long-standing 8 months consolidation, is actually really strong price action. As much as it did kind of suck for alts and other tokens, Bitcoin's looking good, like it could start to push that next leg up. And then Pika Moon, consolidation, still in the rising, ascending triangle. But every time we get to that peak, every time we get to the resistance, we're getting sell pressure immediately. And you guys know, the guys who are in this chat that are from the Pika community, we've been following these big trading wallets, and they're selling the moment we hit this level of resistance, and they're buying it back the moment we hit this level of support. We're seeing the big traders move this price in this range. There's liquidity building. This is just more and more liquidity getting built up. and it's going to get built up tighter and tighter until it blows. But yeah, that's about it. So I know I still got to work on getting getting the quality up. I gotta get that 1080 because these charts on 720 don't look right. They're gonna be blurry. It's gonna be hard to see the numbers and stuff. So I gotta get that worked out. Um, Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna try to do this probably every night. Like just get on after work and oh, you just got 1080? Oh, okay, okay. That's good then. So it's not on my end. So, but it's not automatically going to. It's not automatically going to 1080. All right, cool. But yeah, what I'm going to try to do every night is just kind of do a general market overview, market analysis, touch on Pika Moon, and then anything else going on that I can that you guys might be into, might be involved with. I know that I talk about Pika a lot, but I do own other tokens and I do trade other tokens. And I mean, even if there's certain things like top 10 tokens, like anything in the top, actually like top 25, there's enough volume to trade it and really trade these tokens quickly and scalping on day trading and stuff like that. And I don't mind making videos and going live to show trading setups and stuff like that. I buy and hold and do these long positions and things like Pika Moon and other low cap items because I think these low cap tokens have the most potential to grow for the long term. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I appreciate your watching. I know it's my guys from the Pika Moon community. Hopefully, I can grow this a little bit more. But yeah, you guys enjoy. As always, until next time, peace.